guys, what's going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome raw review for the viewers at home today on one of the most highly anticipated lean protein powders we have seen thus far. It is, of course, Ghost Whey in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do. That nutritional information panel ain't going to get it done. We're about to go balls deep in this here Ghost Whey. Fortunately, got ourselves a big ass nutritional information panels for the viewers at home, starting from the top. Serving size, 1 scoop, approximately 35 grams. Got yourself about 26 of them. 1 scoop, 35 gram bitches in one of these 2-pound Ghost Whey bitches. I will point out something right from the start, viewers. The size of the serve varies with each of the flavors, as do the macros that we're about to go through. So what we're going to look at right now is literally this flavor right here, the milk chocolate flavor. So what we're about to go through is based on the milk chocolate nutritional panel. The nutritional panels for the other flavors vary oh so slightly in terms of like the actual size of the serve. It's all a 1 scoop size, but the scoop actually varies in size, and the weight of the tubs actually vary in size because all of them have approximately 26 serves. But obviously, if the scoop is like 36 grams compared to 35, it's going to weigh more, etc., etc. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. That's all you need to know. Because it is a protein powder, we do, of course, have to go through the macros. Starting with the energy content, the calories you're dealing with in this chocolate flavor, 130 calories per serve, per scoop. It does go up to 140 calories for one of the flavors, and we'll go through the flavors in a second. In terms of what the 130 calories is made up of in this milk chocolate flavor, starting from the top, you got yourself 25 grams of protein, right up to 26 grams for some of the flavors. So we're dealing with 68% to 73% protein by weight. Fat, you've got a 1.5 grams right up to 2 grams for some of the flavors. So 4 to 5% fat by weight, of which 1 gram is saturated across all of the flavors, so about 3% saturated fat by weight. Moving on to the carbs, you've got 4 to 5 grams depending on the flavor, so 11 to 14% carbs by weight, of which 2 to 3 grams are sugar, so 6 to 8% sugar by weight depending on the flavor. Once again, if we scroll down, we're going to skip over the fiber, the sodium, and the gluten. We'll get to those in a second. But if we scroll down and we take a look at the ingredients, we're dealing with the Ghost Whey Protein Blend, which is a blend of whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, and hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. Now, I do just want to pause here for a second, viewers, because I want to give a little bit of airtime to something really cool that the brothers at Ghost have done with this Ghost Whey that I've never seen done by any supplement company before. They've done 2 things, as a matter of fact. The first thing is they've gone full disclosure whey. So they tell you what the blend is. Most companies do that. They say it's a blend of WPI, WPC, etc., etc. Ghost have gone next level. I'm actually going to get some zoom and focus action on this tub right here so you guys can see what's up. Just right here, they've gone full disclosure whey, and they actually tell you what percentage of that blend is made up of WPI, WPC, and hydrolyzed whey, and they actually tell you how much each of the different types of whey yields as well. So you guys can see right there. Get me some proper zoom and focus action here, Dylan. There we go, boom. So you can see the whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, whey protein hydrolysate, and here it tells you of the 25 grams of protein, how much of each of that 25 grams comes from WPI, WPC, and hydrolyzed whey. So you can see right there, the whey protein isolate they're using is hold on, let me do that again, a 90% whey protein isolate, and 47% of the 25 grams of protein comes from that. The whey protein concentrate is an 80% whey protein concentrate, and 43% of the 25 grams of protein comes from that. The hydrolyzed whey protein isolate is obviously 100% hydrolyzed whey protein isolate, and 10% of the 25% of total grams of protein comes from that. That's really cool. The second thing that they do, and it doesn't actually say this on the panel that I've got, that I had up on screen and the one I've got in front of me, but it does actually say it on their label, so I'm just gonna back to where we were, zoom and focus action. You can see in the ingredients list right here, it actually says that the whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate is sunflower lecithinated. Now what that means, guys, for those of you who don't know, is in the production process of whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate, in order to, when the protein is isolated and they get it into a powdered form, it's actually spray dried with something that helps instantize it. And what instantizing does is it means it just makes it dissolve better in water. If it wasn't for the instantizing process, your whey protein isolate, your whey protein concentrate just wouldn't dissolve. No matter how much you shook it, how much you stirred it, it just wouldn't dissolve in water. So we have to instantize it. Most companies use soy lecithin as an instantizing agent. Whether or not that's a good thing is, you know, a personal thing, but what we're generally seeing with soy in the industry is most consumers want to head away from soy because of all the nasty benefits of soy related to phytoestrogens, and there's a whole range of different reasons why you don't want to have soy kind of in your diet and not know about it. And for most protein powders, there's soy in them because soy lecithin is used in the instantizing process and we just don't know it. Ghost have used no soy, they've used sunflower lecithin in their instantizing process. So their protein powders, apart from one flavor that we'll get to in a second, are soy free, which is really, really cool. Back to the ingredients list. Moving right along, we then move into, I'm going to jump around a bit here actually. We move into a Ghost enzyme blend, which is a blend of protease, bromelain, and lactase digestive enzymes that are just going to help your body break down the protein into the amino acids so it can be sent into the bloodstream and do what the aminos need to do. We've got natural and artificial flavors. We've got some thickeners, in particular cellulose gum and xanthine gum. We got some salt. We got a couple of sweeteners, sucralose and Ace K. We've got artificial colors, and then not in this flavor but in the blueberry toaster flavor we've actually got inclusions, which are pastry crust pieces, which have a whole range of different ingredients that are used to create those pastry crust pieces, but that's only relevant to the blueberry toaster pastry flavor because it's part of the inclusions. And that's it. So very simple protein powder, viewers at home. We're dealing with a lean, high protein, low carb, low fat protein powder, a blend of WPI, WPC, and hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. Most of the proteins coming from whey protein isolate, as we can see with the full disclosure. I will also add, I've mentioned the soy thing to you guys, so all of the flavors except for the blueberry toaster pastry are soy-free because they're sunflower lecithinated. The blueberries not, because they use soy in the toaster pastry pieces. We'll get to that in a second. And they're also all gluten-free except for the blueberry because they use gluten in the little toaster pastry pieces. But apart from the blueberry, all of the Ghost Whey flavors are also gluten-free. In terms of how it tastes and how it mixes, comes in 5 flavors. Comes in milk chocolate, which goes straight to the biceps. Comes in, mentioned this one already, the let's go with blueberry, not blueberry, blueberry toaster pastry. Comes in the Ghost proprietary flavor, the cereal milk flavor. Comes in, that's an empty tub. That's been doing the yards at MJHQ. The peanut butter cereal milk flavor. Comes in the fruity cereal milk flavor, which has yet to be released at the time I'm shooting this raw review, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. So those are the 5 flavors of Ghost. Obviously the kind of run-of-the-mill flavor is the milk chocolate flavor, which where have I put it? On the floor down here? the milk chocolate flavor, then all of their other flavors are really kind of unique, kind of proprietary to Ghost. They haven't done your standard vanilla, strawberry, cookies and cream type thing. They've gone for their own range of flavors, the cereal milk, which is designed to be like when you've had cereal in milk and you eat the cereal and there's like milk left in the bowl. That's the cereal milk flavor. Peanut butter cereal milk, which is that flavor plus peanut butter. Fruity cereal milk, which is that flavor if you use fruity cereal or like Fruit Loops or Trix or that sort of thing. And then the blueberry toaster pastry, which is pretty much designed to be like a blueberry Pop-Tart type flavor. Infamous Massive Joe's taste and mixability test about to go down, viewers at home. I got my TMJ Elite Shaker. We're going all red today. Nice one, fellas. Got the double wall glass. Which flavor should I mix up for the viewers at home? Should I go for my favorite or should I just hold that for you guys? I'm gonna do the milk chocolate. I'm gonna hit the milk chocolate. It's not my favorite. I'll just make that clear right from the start. One thing I do need to mention to you guys, all of these tubs I've got to open because this Ghost Whey has been stupid popular at MJHQ. But I do want to, I want to point this out because if you choose to purchase a tub of Ghost Whey, if you are delicate with it, firstly, don't bro punch the lid in, peel the lid off. And if you're delicate enough with it, you'll notice that the Ghost scoop, which as with all Ghost products, is amazingly branded, got the Ghost logo here on the scoop and the Ghost symbol underneath the scoop. But you notice the Ghost scoop is quite unique because it's got the handle like most scoops do, and then it's got this little lip here. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what is that lip for? Ghost have really done something quite cool. And this actually proves that the guys practice what they preach, is that little lip on the back side of the handle. If you're delicate enough when you open your tub of Ghost Whey, actually sits the scoop on top of the tub. So they've figured out a way to get the scoop. Obviously, you've got your grooves here that the lid screws onto, and those grooves leave indents on the inside of the tub, and they figured out a way to get the scoop to kind of sit inside those grooves, which is really cool because it means the scoop is always going to be on top when you open your fresh new tub of Ghost Whey, and if you open it delicately enough, it'll actually be sitting like that, like actually in the groove. So very, very cool. While we're on the merchandising part of Ghost, you guys would know, you've seen my other raw reviews on Ghost products. They don't mess around when it comes to the merchandising. The labels have like this really nice texturized feel to them. The scoop is completely branded. The top I've actually got, let me grab here you go, here's a fresh tub. The seals are completely branded Ghost. I mean, the lids are branded Ghost. They know how to brand, they know how to merchandise. It's very cool to see someone doing this in the supplement industry because I think it's been a long time coming. Anyway, let's get to the infamous Massive Joe's taste and mixability test. So I'm gonna take myself one scoop of this Ghost Whey in chocolate, which goes straight to the biceps. I'm gonna throw it now. I'm following the directions perfectly. Ghosts say to mix one scoop in 5 to 6 ounces of water. I've got 6 ounces of water. It's not a lot of water, as you guys can see, but I'm gonna throw the scoop in there. Pop the lid on my TMJ Elite Shaker. A few flicks of the wrists. I'm gonna show you guys how it mixes and then refresh my memory on how it tastes. All right, that's enough. Check it. It doesn't get much better than that, viewers at home. That is some perfectly mixed protein powder. No floaters, no sinkers, no chunks. I will mention that if you are doing a taste and mixability test on the blueberry toaster pastry flavor, it does have inclusions in there, and I'll show you those in a second actually. So you are gonna get chunks because those are the inclusions. That being said, I have tried to mix it in a glass with a spoon. It goes all right, but it's a protein powder, man. Everyone's using the TMJ Elite Shaker these days, so I would go so far as to say blender ball is required for this here Ghost Whey protein powder. Let me refresh my memory of how this chocolate Ghost Whey tastes, man. Man, Ghost have done a really good job with flavors of most of their products. Ghost Whey is no exception. They've done a really, really good job with flavoring this product, in particular, because it is a lean protein. So they don't have a lot of carbs and fats to play around with. Lean proteins generally are on the watery side, but they've done a great job, not just with the flavoring, but with the texture of these proteins as well. Like you guys can see, that's almost like a whey, like you would expect it to be primarily whey protein concentrate, not primarily whey protein isolate. It's really nice and thick texture. If I had to rank the flavors, I would say my favorite is the blueberry toaster pastry. It is just absolutely nuts. And I don't like fruit-based flavored protein powders, viewers at home. I'm not a big fruit protein powder flavor person, but the blueberry is just nuts. After that, I'd probably go the peanut butter cereal milk. Then I'd probably go cereal milk. I haven't tried the fruity cereal milk, so that kind of I can't really mention that. Then I'd probably go the milk chocolate. I think the milk chocolate, just because it's a plain flavor, and they've done such a good job with their unique flavors, that it almost gets a little bit kind of pushed out of the rankings, if you know what I mean. It's not a bad chocolate by any stretch of the imagination, but I just prefer the other flavors. I am just gonna show you guys this blueberry toaster pastry because I've mentioned it a bunch already. And I just want to show you, I've mentioned the inclusions, which do change the macros a bit and don't make it gluten and soy free because they use gluten and soy in the inclusions. But I just want to show you guys this real quick, the size of these inclusions, because you know when some companies, they go like real cookie pieces in their protein powder or real chocolate chips or some shit like that, and like they're just like tiny little inclusions. Look at the size of these toaster pastry pieces, viewers. I'm gonna chuck it in the lid so you guys can check this. Look at that. Look at the size of these damn things. It's not a good job. There we go. Look at them. It's like actual pieces of toaster pastry. See if I can grab some more in there. I'm just like grabbing them out of the tub. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing. It's like a golden nugget of gains. Check it. And that's it's very cool. They've done a really good job, and I think that's probably why the blueberry toaster pastry is my favorite flavor, not just because of the flavor, but because of those inclusions. In terms of the versatility of this Ghost Whey, it does sludge pretty well. One thing with all of the flavors is they are definitely on the sweeter side, and usually what we see is with sweet-based protein powders, when you try and sludge them up, they taste really like way too sweet, like blow your head off type sweet and really artificial. So, I mean, Ghost kind of does go down that path. So if you are going to sludge it up, just keep in mind that it is going to be a very, very strong flavor. But in terms of the sludge ability, so to speak, I've just done some sludge here. Here's some I prepared earlier for you guys with the blueberry toaster pastry flavor. And you can kind of see, I'll just show you the consistency. So it does, I mean, especially for something that's primarily WPI, it does sludge really, really well. And the benefit, you can kind of, there you go, you can see those chunks in there with the blueberry toaster pastry. That is the toaster pastry pieces, which make an amazing sludge. I gotta have some, viewers. It smells amazing. So I'm just gonna, just stay with me for a second. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the blueberry toaster pastry pieces are amazing in sludge. Yes, Ghost. Yes. Way to impress me with your protein powder. So back to the versatility. Excuse me for my small sludge break. Makes a good sludge, just very sweet with the flavors. Doesn't cook well. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that for you guys. I've tried taking the sludge, making waffles with it, making pancakes with it. It doesn't cook very well, which is something we tend to see with primarily WPI-based protein powders. They just don't have enough carbs and fats, and they just don't cook well for whatever reason. So sludge, good. Cooking, not so good. As a shake, amazing in terms of the versatility of the Ghost. In terms of the effects, It's a protein powder, viewers at home. It needs to be incorporated into your daily diet to increase your daily protein intake. The cool thing with Ghost Whey is obviously it's a 100% whey. We know that whey is the most complete, most biologically available source of protein for us, when you compare it to plant proteins and soy protein and egg protein and all the other different forms of protein that we see in protein powders these days. So it is a very good choice for increasing your daily protein intake, especially if you're trying to make them gains. But it needs to be incorporated as part of your diet, as part of your meals, and it's going to help increase your daily protein intake. In terms of the side effects, it does contain lactose because of the WPC in there. So that is something to keep in mind. If you are lactose intolerant or if you have an issue with lactose, you may have an issue with this Ghost Whey. I say may because they do include the Ghost enzyme blend, the protease, the lactase, which is an enzyme that breaks down lactose, and bromelain. So that kind of does offset if you have issues with lactose or whey or dairy in particular. Having those digestive enzymes in there does have the potential to offset any gastrointestinal issues that you may have. But that is something that you do need to keep in mind. If you're sensitive to lactose, you know, you may just want to kind of ease your way into this Ghost Whey and maybe not go 2 scoops straight away because it might upset your stomach. The final thing I'm going to say, viewers at home, is in terms of price and value for money. In the Australian marketplace, we're looking at $69.95 for the two-pound tub, 26 serves. It is definitely towards the expensive end of lean blended protein powders, that sort of price range. You know, you're up around $70 for 2 pounds is what we tend to see with pure 100% whey protein isolates. This is not a pure 100% whey protein isolate. It's a blend, a full disclosure blend, but still a blend. We're used to seeing, you know, probably 10, 15, sometimes even $20 cheaper than that for this particular size. And usually some more serves as well. Usually your 2 pounds is like a 30 serve tub, not a 26 serve tub. So it is definitely towards the more expensive end of that range for a lean blended protein powder of this size. But I mean, per serve, if you break it down, you're talking like, man, what does that equate to? Like 10 cents per serve? I don't know the maths. It's not a whole lot, guys. And I mean, if you're in the market for a very unique tasting whey protein blend with unique flavors. No one else does cereal milk, peanut butter cereal milk, blueberry toaster pastry. Everyone does chocolate. But you know, the uniqueness in these flavors, the thickness of the blended protein. I mean, most blended proteins are very watery in their consistency, watery in their taste. This is a nice thick mixing blended protein. Just a really delicious. Like you look for, the reason why a few of these tubs are empty is because they've been a massive hit at MJHQ. And we have access to all kinds of protein powders, viewers at home. There's a reason why they've been a massive hit, because they are very, very pleasurable protein powder to drink, sludge, incorporate into your diet however you want. So guys, if you're in the market for a lean protein powder, you gotta go out and give yourself some of this Ghost Whey a shot. Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn your post notifications on, both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the Massive Joes YouTube channel. And guys, that is Massive Joes RAW review on the all-new Ghost Whey in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.